Time for our practice of the Bhagavad Gita. And we are on day 74. And I've chosen the 42nd shlok of the 18th Adhyay, verse 42, chapter 18. Shamo damastapa shaucham kshantirarjavamevacha jnanam vijnanamastikyam brahma karma svabhavajam. Bhagwan says to Arjun, subjugation of the mind and senses, enduring hardships for the discharge of one's sacred obligations, external and internal purity, forgiving the faults of others, straightness of mind, senses and behavior, belief in the Vedas and other scriptures, God and life after death, etc., study and teaching of the Vedas and other scriptures, and realization of the truth relating to God. All these constitute the natural duties of a Brahmana. So we have already discussed several times that the entire society and all humans, in fact, not just of society, but of the entire world, can be categorized into 4 different categories: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. So based on the sanskars that we have collected in our past lives, we are born with a certain nature and a combination of gunas that will dictate for us the way we will perceive the world. Those combination of gunas and sanskars will dictate how we will act in the world, what will be our behavior, what will be our skill set that we possess, what kind of work would we do easily, effortlessly. That is the way the Varna system has been conceptualized: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So in today's verse, there are 8 different duties, natural duties, that innately a person with Brahmana guna will have. So there are 8 different lakshans. So today we will do 4, and tomorrow we will do the other 4. So the first one is called Shamodama, subjugation of mind and senses. Sama is the ability to prevent the mind from running into sansar and, getting disturbed with this vishay, that vishay, this topic, this is happening, that is happening. You know how it is. The mind continuously is chanchal and continuously wandering around from place to place. 1 minute is in Bombay, the next minute it might be in America, the next minute might be in Singapore. So Sama is the ability to restrain, control, and master the mind. And Dhamma is the ability to master the 10 indriyas, 5 indriyas of our sense organs or faculties of perception, and 5 organs of action, by which we do actions in the world. So the one who has mastered these faculties and the mind, they, even in the midst of sansar, even in the midst of all the temptations and the vishays that are around them, they will be able to stay centered, stable, still. These sadhanas actually require years and years of abhyas to master. But a person with Brahmana gunas, born with Brahmana gunas, will be able to master them relatively faster. Okay? It may not be that easy for those who do not have these particular Brahmana gunas. So what sadhana can we do to develop this kind of shama and dhamma? Firstly, what you can do is you can become aware. Firstly, become aware. Where are my senses going? Where is my mind going? Is there any particular situation, time, environment in which my senses and my mind is getting scattered? So become aware. And once you become aware, then shanai shanai, slowly, slowly, one by one, you start drawing them inwards. Remember always the example of the tortoise. The second lakshan of Brahmana guna is enduring hardships for the discharge of one's sacred obligations. Meaning what? Tapa, tapasya. What exactly is tapasya? It's not about giving hardships to the body, like some people do tapasya by standing on one leg. Some people do tapasya by sitting on hot coals. Some people do tapasya by not eating and drinking for whatever length of time. That is not really tapasya. Tapasya is basically controlling hardships which you will undoubtedly encounter on your journey towards your spiritual goal. Not eating to lose weight is not tapasya. Okay, doing very hard workouts and lifting weights and running marathons and climbing a big mountain for physical prowess is not tapasya. It is only for those activities which are done for your spiritual emancipation. Now, whatever action you do, whatever it may be, you need energy, right? So there is only one. Energy is just one. Like electricity is just electricity. Either you will put on the fan with it, or you'll use the TV, or you'll use the fridge or the washing machine or the dishwasher. But the energy of electricity is the same. What you do with it is up to you. Similarly, we also have just one kind of energy. Now, we use that energy to perform all our actions. And that same energy which we use to do our vyavaharik actions is the same energy that you would have to use for your spiritual emancipation. So, the one who is endowed with Brahmana aptitude will not want to waste this energy on the wrong channels of maybe sense indulgences or trying to do some great feat of strength and trying to prove that he's very strong. He will want to conserve it and he will want to use it to attain his highest spiritual goal. So using that energy, conserving it, using it for your spiritual goal and bearing the hardships that come with it, that is tapasya. So this is the process. You economize, you save your energy, you conserve it, and then you redirect it towards your spiritual goal. That is tapas, and that is a Brahmana's duty to do this kind of tapas. So if this is something that appeals to you, is this something that you feel you want to do, then know that this is one of the lakshans of Brahmana guna that you possess. And if you don't, then you know that this is the way to possess it. Okay? So that's two of the lakshans. The third one is external and internal purity, shaucham. A person who has Brahmana sanskars will always want to maintain purity of the mind. That is one of the key lakshans of Brahmana aptitude. He will want cleanliness of the mind also, and he will want cleanliness of the environment also. So such a person there are many people who want cleanliness of the environment, of the kitchen, of the living room, of the bedroom, the bathroom, but they don't pay attention to the cleanliness of the mind. But a person with Brahmana aptitude will not want to hold grudges, not want to hold on to sad, bad memories, will not want to hold on to hatred of others or any attachments of any kind. So this is also, made easier if you have practiced tapasya. So tapas makes this more easy to do. And because of tapas, this person will be very highly disciplined. And because of that discipline, he will not be comfortable with messy surroundings, disorderly timings, people doing things any old time, in any old way, neglectful behavior. This is not the way that someone with a Brahmana aptitude will be. He will want orderly, clean, clear mind and clear surroundings. So sadhana would be what? Drop everything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. First, clear the mind with all this past baggage, excess baggage that you're carrying, and be disciplined in your behavior, be disciplined in your habits. Try to convert rajasic, tamasic habits into sattvic ones. That will give us internal and external purity, shaucham. And then the fourth one Bhagavan talks about is kshanti. Kshanti is forgiving the faults of others. So the duty of a Brahmana is to be patient, is to have glad acceptance of everyone, knowing that nobody is perfect in this world. Everyone is just bound by their gunas in some way or the other. People have not perfected their behavior, people have not perfected their thought patterns, and a Brahmana will realize this and not go on criticizing people for their wrong behavior, for their faulty thinking, for their misgivings. Brahmana attitude will be one who is living in equipoise. He has understood the law of karma. He has understood where the sanskars are coming from. He will take responsibility for any situation that is there in his life with glad acceptance. There is no, thought in the mind that he did like that, so I must do it back. Like we talk, tit for tat. There's none of that. He understands everybody is just a slave of their gunas in some way or the other until and unless they recognize it and decide to overcome their gunas. And you may be born with tamasic gunas, but you can always convert them to sattvic gunas. So this is the process. How to do this? Practice being equipoised. Whenever some provocation comes to you, create a gap, witness it, understand it, be forgiveful, and take full responsibility for whatever is going on in your life because of the law of karma, which is always applicable to us. So these are the 4 lakshans of a Brahmana duty. These are all his duties. This is what he must do. This is not just something that you do whenever you feel like it or whenever you feel indulgent towards the other. A Brahmana would always be with these 4 lakshans. Tomorrow we will do the other 4 of the same shloka.